Hey guys, welcome to Friday and welcome to Hilux Radio. It's a little corner out by my house. I had to run to the steel supply shop and I had to bring it to a corner to actually show you some very busy intersection. I've got my orange, that was bad. I've got my little orange vest on and everything. I'm being safe as I can. I wanted to show you something. I did a little recon right here. There's 67 signs within 1/4 mile of this intersection. I'm about 2 miles from my house. Noisy, sorry. It's a busy intersection. There's a lot of people that are very, very important here. Kim Owens. Yeah, there you go. Real important. There you go. This sorry fucking bastard. And yes, it's gonna get adult. I actually want to show you that I figured out, I made a phone call to a guy. There are 3 things that are exempt in Arizona from the sign code. Political signs, construction signs, and real estate signs. They got to carve out. They don't have to pay what's called what this guy has to pay. I know this is horrible. And I know, sorry about the noise. This guy pays a tax to have a sign on his own property. Now the wind's blowing. Here we go. It's monsoon season. And just so you know, Hilux is hiding right now. I'm driving the Wrangler. I'm going to be Jeep free pretty soon, I hope. But I just wanted to point out what we're doing here. These people, these psychopathic bastards come out and litter a beautiful landscape in Tucson. Although it's an intersection, it's road, look, oh, here we go. That'll get him to move. You fucking retard. Yeah, there you go. Sorry, Mom. Yeah, it's going to be very adult. How appropriate. Oh, it's spelled wrong. But a leech nevertheless. This guy, ooh, big ideas. Save the fucking country. Get back to the house. Oh, wait a minute. I've got to take a picture of this. This is classic. Vote for me and vote for? That's right. You pick me. That's right. You pick me? That's right. You pick me? That's right. Freedom, baby. You can vote your way into freedom. Wonder if Jefferson would believe that bullshit. This guy. Oh, this guy's got ADD. Oh, yeah. See? ADD. There you go. Oh, yeah. That's right. You can vote your way. Okay, now think about this. I got to get out of here. Somebody's going to hit me. They see me, they're like, what is this crazy bastard doing? They're all the way down the street. You can't see those. They're everywhere. And this poor guy tries to run a business in Tucson, Arizona, 2 miles from my house. I'll do the math on this. This guy's paying tax on the sign, on his own property. That's his property. We are on this guy's property. Well, I'm not. I'm actually not on his property. I'm probably getting thrown in jail in this fucking town. And sorry, Mom. But look at this. Look at this ADD. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 on that corner. This sorry piece of shit. There's 4 on that corner. There's 3 on that corner. There's 2 on that corner. Yeah, right, there you go. Yeah, and you, Vince, tell you what you can do. Go fuck yourself. Oh, there you go. The Arizona Corporation Commission. They put corporations first. And that's why I failed English. Leech. Look at this. Talk about ADD, attention deficit disorder. I gotta put 1, 2, no, there's 5 on this corner. You had to put 1 over here too. Yeah. You know why I hate them? Because they make me fucking sick. You know why I like these guys? They actually locally take care of a business in this town. That one gets taxed. The one on front of their store gets taxed. That little nylon one right there, that's a, I think it's nylon or some polyester or something. That one does not get taxed in Tucson. You can actually get away with that one. That one you get away with. This poor guy is getting slaughtered by these same people that put the signs in front of his business. Are you all effing sick? Oh, and this guy over here says, does small business have a choice where their tax money goes? The answer is absolutely, positively no. I got to go back to the house, guys. I'll get back with you in just 1 second. All right, guys, here you go. This guy says, take back your voice. Right down in the middle of Nowhereville, USA, down by a little school right here. Puppet Mind Washing Camp, sorry about that. Take back your voice. So if you vote for someone, it's just that funny. All right, you see where I'm at right there? Corner of Old Spanish Trail and Freeman. This is one of the most dangerous corners in Tucson, Arizona. Watch these people come around this corner about 50, it's going about 50 miles an hour. Yeah. This is a horrible corner. This is not good. If you're turning right out of here, you're kind of okay. But if you're turning left on this one, these people will smack you in the right-hand door. I brought the Hilux out here a couple times, but the Toyota is a 1-star crash rated thing. You take one in the left door right here, this is a bad, bad place. Let these cars go by, because, and again, hey, ocean Nazis, you guys be okay. I'm wearing my orange vest, okay, reflective orange vest. This guy decided that would be a good place. This guy is going to save us all from something. I gotta tell you guys, I am in one of the most beautiful places in Pima County. Look at that. Look at that mountain range. Sorry about that. Sorry. I mean, it scares me just to drive it. You know, wheels just fall off them for no reason, especially up in Moab. I got another mountain range. I got another mountain range. Well, that big house is in front of it, which is cool. I don't have a problem. Hey, look at that. Guy's cool. There you go. Gotta do it. You know, can't just have a nice mesquite. Sorry about that. Can't have a nice mesquite tree right there. See the beautiful sky. Let's see, watch this guy. Watch this. Watch this. Speed limit's 40 right here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm gonna back my ass up. Yeah, that was cool. He waves. He's like, yeah, look at my Nissan. I mean, beautiful part of town. If that house wasn't there right now, you would see the other set of mountains. So I could see 1, 2, 3, and when I get to the house, I can see 4 sets of mountains right here. And these people, the people that want to think about this for a minute, the people that, I'm gonna protect you. I care about you and your family, but in the most dangerous turn on Old Spanish Trail, I have to put my sign up. I don't even know who owns the property. I'm sure they don't check. You know why? They don't give a shit. They hate your guts. They only want one thing. They want you to vote. They want to give away your conscience. They don't want to help or protect you. They're in it for themselves. All right, welcome back, guys. You guys have torch shamed me. I have been torch shamed. The other day I was cutting right in the middle of cutting. I run out of acetylene, of course. Go down to the bottle shop. What I used to pay 57 bucks for is now $98 for a small bottle of acetylene. And yeah, you're politicians, I think. Yeah, therefore I am pissed. I mean, they're the guys that would say, God forbid you drive around without one of those, or a plastic thing in your pocket, or your nylon webbing on, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, I went ahead and did it. Well, I had the bottle out. I went ahead and got my hose. One of my buddies was like, dude, really? You can't afford it. I'm like, dude, I have a set. They're sitting inside. I just haven't put them on yet. American Hose. This was, bought this a while back. I've had this probably about a year and a half. They're 94 bucks or something for 50 feet. Works perfect. While I was doing it, pro tip, I took every single thing apart, cleaned all the fittings, took my flashbacks out, cleaned the fittings, blew them out, get the air, get the air out, right? Got air, got a blower, blow everything out. You can clean these with alcohol. I do vinegar myself. Nothing with oil in them. Nothing oil based. No dyno oil based. No WD-40. No Teflon tape. I don't know what. There's a special tape that you can use that's not. Teflon is actually a oil based product. You don't do. No. It's just what I learned anyway. I cleaned everything. Clean it out with vinegar and everything. Blow everything out. Get everything proper. Get all the seats cleaned out. Then when you can put everything together. And I took my torch apart, cleaned my tip. I know. People say, oh, you don't clean tips anymore. I do. I had this tip for 15 years. Of course I do. Too cheap to have like a million tips. And yeah, Ocean Nazis, here's the deal. Yeah, these are flashbacks, but just to be fair, so are those. Those are flashbacks. Those are one-ways or flashbacks. It's called a diode for gas, if that makes sense. They're one-ways. You can't run the fire back up the hose, but this is me and me only. I'm not telling anybody what to do, by the way. I hope nobody picks that off of me. I run 2 sets of flashbacks. It's just me. It's just being in the field. You know, you never know what happens. I need to show you that. That's my homemade driveway air sprayer thing. Just take a piece of quarter, put your fitting on there, that old ball valve, and you just take your other end, just beat it with a flogger. And that's what I blow my garage out and stuff like that. Stays with me all the time. I'm in the middle of something else that's probably I shouldn't even show you guys. But what I'm doing, an old Jap battery out here. I'm going to hook my welding leads up to this thing. I'm going to try and save it. That battery came from Japan. It's in the Hilux. Oh, had some problems. Took it out Saturday night. It wouldn't start. That battery I took out this morning, it was 8.5 volts. So I got a trick, and I'm not suggesting you do this, by the way. This is not for the weak of heart. I'm going to hook my welder up to that battery, and I'm going to hammer on this thing. I'm going to put big power to it. It's about a 6-step process. You start out at 30 amps and you let it sit for 5 minutes. Then you go to 50 amps. You let it sit for about 3 minutes. Then you wait 5 minutes and you do it again. And then you do it again. And about the 4th time, you go from 50 and you start really pouring the power into it. I don't know if I can get, because of the noise and everything, I don't know if I can get a video of it. What you're looking to do is boil the acid and take the sulfides off the plates. If I can get it to boil, generally I can bring it back to life. I'm not saying it always, but I used to do it with the big batteries, like in loaders, 40s and 8D batteries. Empty them out, leave them sit overnight, fill them back up with acid and distilled water, not bottled water. And then you just put the welding lead. It's scary. It's scary. No smoking. You see what I've got safety-wise? Bucket of water. Got my sponge in there. If the damn thing blows up, get the acid off of you quick. Always wear your glasses. Gloves are a good idea. I don't wear gloves very often, as you can see. Fire extinguishers right on site. And never do it in your truck or car. Don't do it inside. And have it out somewhere where, you know, if the damn thing blows up, it's not going to hurt anything. And I really shouldn't even be showing this. This is probably, I'm sure some county puke somewhere thinks this is illegal. But you can see I've got it on a board. I don't put batteries on the ground. I don't know where I learned that, but we'll see what happens when this gets started up. There was something else I wanted to show you guys. I forgot. I forget all the time. I'll be right back. All right, guys. There you go. All right, as you can see, I don't know if you can actually, yeah, you can see that. Get out of your way. You see it's still kind of percolating right there. You can see all the bubbles and see what was going on there. I had it up to about 85 amps on that one. I mean, I had this thing crazy. And I'm telling you what, it's boiling. It's a rolling boil. You're boiling acid. It's steaming. I think if I've got it right, it's hydrochloric acid. But what it is you're making a bomb here. I am literally, I implore, I beg, if you do this, leave all your smoking materials inside. Don't do it inside. Don't have anything that can make a spark. This is a bomb right now. It is sitting there cooking off explosive gases, and it's still doing it right now. I actually got all 6 of them at a roll and boil. The one on the right is not bubbling, which got me a little concerned. It took about 5 minutes for that thing to actually start boiling. But this last one, I kicked it up there. I mean, I was hiding around the corner, and I just kicked it up to 85 amps. It's running about 18.5 volts. My phone got hot. It quit. The voltage meter I had out here, my little volt meter, it got hot. It shelled. And now this battery's probably, I'm going to say I would not even dare pick this thing up. It's probably 180 degrees right now. So it's sitting here as a bomb. I cannot tell you how, this is just not for the weak of heart. You got to really want it to do this. I would say, and I'm not talking down to you, man. I'm saying how stupid I am to even try this shit. This is incredibly stupid. See what I've done here? Took a welding rod. That's how I've got my lead hooked up. This is how I've got my ground hooked up, because it'll grab that thing. See? All right. Now, the other reason I would never use my other little welder on this, A, the welder's too close. I don't want to blow that thing up. I don't know what's in there, how much, you know, is there sparking going on in there? My other welder, you know, I'm 20 feet away from it, as you can see. I'm a ways away. But what I've got, the way I can pull this off is while it's sitting there charging, I can actually over here, if this makes sense, this is how I get it undone from the battery, and I'm around the corner. So if it, when I take this off and it's running, I mean, there's a massive spark. It's even when I had it down, I had it all the way down. It's only running, it's running about 16.5 volts. It's probably, I don't even know how low the ampere, I don't know. I'm thinking 30, 35 amps. But yeah, you take that out. That way you don't have to be over there and make a spark next to that bomb. If any of that makes sense. Just, and again, I shouldn't even be showing this. I'm sure some politician's probably going, oh man, shouldn't we make a law against that? I'll tell you what they did make a law against. This is how much time they have on their hands. It's some bragging rights thing. Oh, I got a law passed. Well, here's what they passed the law. My folks gave me that about 10 years ago. No, not the license plate, guys. This right here. I cannot put that on in Arizona. They made that against the law, right? Because if you put that on correctly, you see what you can't see? See that? Yeah. Oh, well, we can't see it. We can't, so we got to make this illegal. No, it's just another reason to fucking pull you over and fuck with you. You know, and I'm sorry, guys. I just don't want to interact with these people. I don't want to interact with the state whatsoever. It's the state being this giant conglomeration of people that just want to fucking take your shit. I don't like it. Who wakes up one day and goes, oh yeah, we can't have these. Oh no, I got a law passed so that Sean can't put his Moab, Utah Jeep Safari thing on any of his vehicles. None. No, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Let's do this. Legal. Not legal. Huh. Did I pay the crown? Well, it says right there I paid the crown. Do I have a license plate? Well, I guess you'd have to decide that. Okay, one more time. Arizona legislature says that's not legal. Arizona legislature says that's okay. How many of these do you see around every day, right? Hundreds. How many do I have right now? I have 4 I'd like to run. Of course, they're so offensive I almost can't drive in a church with them, but hey, you know what? It's just the way I am with these people. Who comes up with a law like that, right? That you can't put this on your license plate? I'd like to know their fucking names. I'd like to call them right now and tell them just exactly what I think of them. They're pieces of shit. I mean, should there be a law against this? Oh, are you kidding me? Using a welder to try and rehab a battery in your own driveway? Well, of course we need to get the safety cops over there and protect you from yourself. I'm going to go with no. I don't think you need to come here and protect me from myself. Let me show you what I got going on inside. I'm, pardon the mess there, but I've been working on some stuff. Be right back. Wow. Get a load of that. I know this one's out in the sun, but yeah, it's reading 130. I wonder why one of these psychopathic, oh, sorry. One of these wonderful politicians doesn't run on making Tucson cooler in the summer. That'd be a good idea. Or put more water in Lake Mead. That'd be a great idea. Let me show you what's going on. I had one question. I was talking to a young guy the other day, and I kind of get, I hope you guys don't think I'm talking down to you, okay? And I get it. I say some things, and I mean, is kids getting into trades, he wants to be a mechanic, right? I bought these wrenches back in the early 90s. A set of Snap-on wrenches back then was probably 200 bucks. 250. For quarter to 1 1/8 in 16s. Yeah, 250, 249 or whatever. You go out the truck, they finance it. You'd be paying, you know, you pay the guy 30 bucks a week for the rest of your life. That set right there, I know I bought this in the early 90s. I probably paid 290, 300 for that. Everything still works. You know, it rode around in the back of my rusty old shitbag toolbox for 15 years. I had it out. I needed that for my generator. I didn't have one of those inside, so I had to go get that. For a young guy getting into this, is this any better than, and I don't want to say this because it sounds like I'm being a hypocrite, is it any better than the stuff you buy at Harbor Freight? The answer is I can't answer. I don't know. I can't tell you if it's worth going and buying a $400 set of wrenches right now. Are these that much better of a wrench than that high-end, I don't know the name of it, but they've got a pretty neat Icon. They've got a pretty nice set of wrenches down there, and I think they're $100 for the set, you know. I get it, they're made in China. These might be, the new Snap-on could be made in Taiwan for all, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I can say one thing. I have hung pipes on these wrenches. I have hung off these. I put 10-foot pipes on these, and I have never broken a Snap-on wrench in my life. I've broken Snap-on screwdrivers on purpose. Not because I was using them as a screwdriver, because I was using them to pry a freaking machine off a base or something, you know. Break the tip off. They give you a new one. I get it. I understand my theory of buy once, cry once. I go down to Harbor Freight and I buy, you know, these Chinese flap discs. I can buy these for about a quarter of the price. If I go to the welding store, I pay 4 times. I can't tell you the performance on these. I know I can tell you right now the ones I buy. See how thick that is? And see the difference. If you can see, well, sorry, that's a better way to do it. There is a difference, but I don't know. Guys, I don't know. I was all excited. I was buying all this Milwaukee stuff and everything, and then all of a sudden I get right down in the middle of it and it goes, oh, made in China. Oh, okay. Well, I finally broke out. I had a brand new tape measure I broke out the other day. Brand new. There you go. Buy once, cry once, right? That's a good tape measure. I love it. It's got a magnet on the end. Hope you can see that. Klein Tools. Made in China. So what do you... And these, I just got this in yesterday. I broke that other blade on my metal cutter. And I buy this from Quick Tool USA. It doesn't say where it's made. I know it's made in China. There's no way. You can't... These are $84 right now at the supply shop I go to for the same blade. It's Chinese. Not the same exact, but same size, same everything. All this is the same. $84, I think, plus you pay tax, so you'd be out the door at $90. I paid $20 for these on Amazon. I'll test this out today. I got some stuff I got to cut. Am I doing the right thing or wrong thing? I don't know. I mean, the good ones at the supply shop are made in China. I don't know. I don't even know how to answer anybody anymore. I mean, you think you're buying... I don't know. I guess I'll tell you this. Comes to rifles, buy once, cry once. There you go. I got my cheesy little Amazon welder, the Weld Pro. That's Chinese. It runs like a top. To replace that with, I got a coupon on that. I think I paid $3.29 to the house. I had the bottle. Doesn't come with the bottle. I bought the cart. Cart was $50 or some crap like that. Chinese. This thing works like a top. You know, if I could get some power to it, it'd probably work great. I haven't ever plugged it in 240. Just run it on 110. Don't get real excited. I mean, it seems to, you can kind of see right there. It seems to do okay. You know, I'm not screaming and yelling. I can't get enough power at it because I just don't have enough power at my outlet. I've only got 15 amps, so I can't get hard into it. I just kind of run it, you know. When we run at 16, 17 volts, you know, nothing crazy. It'll run 30%, well, 30% duty cycle. About what I can get out of it. It won't stick weld. I tried to stick weld with it. It will not run an 1/8" electrode with the power I got here. It sticks. It won't do it. But it works, right? And I mean, comparison's sake, you think about this. That I can buy that right now for $1. These are on sale for $1 for a tape measure. If I go down to the electrical house, I bet I'm going to pay... I'd say this is probably at least $25 right now. Let's see. Can you see that? That's right. And we already saw that. So, I really don't know what to say. I don't have an answer. I mean, quality welder, quality compressor, Victor torches, Victor gauges. That hose set is American. That was, you know, I remember paying 50 bucks for those in the old days. 50-foot thing right now, I paid 94 bucks for it. That's why I was saving it, because I paid so much for it. Well, you know, Sean, it'll be okay. Get her done. Let me show you what I've done. All right, so, haven't done that much though. But I found me a little basket, a little stainless basket, little place for supplies while you're out doing this. Simple sometimes. Found it. Oh, there you go. That's a quality piece of kit, right? Got your level out that you've been using for concrete work. But look at this. You see that? 1994 Stanley Tools, made in America. It was just laying around. I'll clean one edge of it up. Oh no, not the quality American level. Anyway, sometimes just be simple. I put 4 little crane hooks on here, as you can see. Sorry for the mess. I'm not hiding anything. That's a spark array. That's just to keep sparks off that little junk area over there. Obviously, be safe. As you can see, 1, 2. Oh, hi, Clint. Clint's gonna have a camera here in a minute. 2 fire extinguishers in the house. The third one's outside by the battery. I had another one right next to where I weld. 3 fire extinguishers here, always, at all times. Put a couple little holders in right here, like got one. What's your welding? Got one for my pry stick. Obviously, none of this will stay outside. Here's your other 2 crane hooks. I actually welded those 2. They'll stay. These can come off. Hardest part of the whole job. These were 3/8 holes, 1/2-inch bolts. I burned up 2 Milwaukee, 1 DeWalt, and one of my step drills, trying to make these from 3/8 to 1/2-inch, so I could just stuff those in there. I don't know what this is made out of, but it's like drilling AR-500. Put a couple little hooks in there. They were in stock. Had 2 little holes in there, so I just ran them up through the hole. If you can't really see my finger right there, but I just jammed them up through the hole, welded it, and grounded them off flat. A little place for your welding helmet. A little place for my saw right there, because whenever I'm out and about, I always have my metal saw. I love this saw. We'll get that blade changed out. We'll try it out. A little place for my real American welding hammer. See how that you see that? Slips in, and as long as you put it away right, you won't rock in that and get that. If you can imagine taking, no, we don't want to imagine that. That'd be something I would do, not you guys. And of course, I'm going to have to check with my legislature. I must see if that's illegal. I mean, sometimes the easiest things, right? I had a whole bunch. I had boxes of these things. There you go. Oh, well, that worked out real well. But that was the idea. You know, I just had a whole bunch of those. So I just put little magnets on here to hold your whatever you got today. And then, of course, you guys are asking me, what is this? This is the old person's handle. Like if I'm coming around a corner and I go to fall down, if you've ever seen like an old person's bathroom, they have to have a little helper, you know, to get in the bathtub, or like when they go potty, they got a helper. This is the old person's helper. So if I'm walking by and I start to fall, I can grab my handle and keep me from falling down. You see, and that's that little cheesy Chinese welder. Actually, it does okay. I mean, I'm not perfect, but it does all right. A little bead. I mean, you can take that off with a grinder. I've already got a pipe in there and tried to turn, just to see if I could break it. I can't break it. I mean, I got a big pipe on there. I got a 4-foot pipe in there just to see if I could break it off. Why? Because I have 4 more of them. Who cares? I can't break it. So it works. Anyway, that's kind of all I've done. You know, I kind of tacked that up in there. Got a few more things. I actually got a Chinese square I found the other day. So I'm just going to hack that square off right there. And then I'll put this, I'm going to weld this to the table. So I've got a measuring stick on the table all the time. Because I'm not real bad, but a lot of times I do lose. I'm pretty bad about losing tape measures. As you can see, I've only got 3 out here today. One of them broken. Well, it works, but it's broken. And then I got those 2. Anyway, that's kind of what I've done. It's kind of what we've been up to. Found these pins. I'm going to work on. I got one more thing. I'll tack this up. I'll show you what I'm going to do here. I found. This is great. This is dreamy. I found this in one of my kits. My kits are all like milk crates. Kits, like mobile kits. You throw milk crates of stuff, whatever, rigging, or I got some chains and, whatever, things. Anyway, I get one of my kits the other day and I find this. This is a CM, Campbell Martin. Sorry about that. This is, in my opinion, these are the highest quality shackles you can buy. There's Crosby's, CM's, and then Chinese shit. So I get my kit. Well, so what do I have here? A paperweight. Pin's gone. The guys put my shit back. And apparently, I mean, when you get done with a shackle, kind of like everything else, you put the pin back in it. And then you put it back where it goes. I had a nice little rack at the shop, or at the yard, with all our, you know, I had built them places to put everything. You had rigging places. Well, somebody put it back in my kit without the pin. So, I'm going to weld that right there, and that's going to be my flogger holder. It's going to hold my flogger. Tack that up, and I'll burn that in real quick. And I'm going to check that battery. I know. Should be carrying a fire extinguisher and wearing a welding helmet. Let's see what's happening here. Oh, see, it's still bubbling. So it's making power. It's actually working out pretty good. Before I put it back together, well, I'll put all the caps back on, steam or pressure wash it off, get it real clean and everything. Check the voltage on it. I don't know, see where it's at. I checked it a minute ago. My voltage thing is so freaking hot here. Oh, put it outside for 3 minutes, the screen goes black, just like my phone. And I mean, if they're bubbling, they're alive. And it's bubbling. Let's see if this is going to take. This is going to be unusual. If it takes, I'm going to be amazed. I've got a brand new battery for it. You know, I can put a freaking Duralast or whatever these, they're probably Chinese too. But anyway, I'm just going to try it and see what happens. I'll be right back. All right, guys. I tried it one more time. I just had to. I can't leave welding up alone. I'm going to tell you one more time. This takes a set, man. This takes a set. I ran her that time. I only ran it about 8 minutes. As you can see, it's still bubbling. That gives me hope. Got bubbles. Yep, got bubbles out of all 6 of them. So it's actually working. It's hanging right there, 12.7. Like I said, I started this thing, it was 8.5. Kind of got to let it sit overnight and see what happens. I'm pretty sure this is vented. I can put the caps back on, wash it off and whatnot. Get it away from here before I weld. Obviously. Even what it was a rolling boil. I mean, they were literally rolling boil. So you're boiling acid in your driveway. Not for the weak of heart, guys. And again, put it in the comments. Call me, text me, whatever. You think it's a good idea, bad idea? Hey, whatever. I got a set. Take a shot at it. I think I've got that right. I was at, yeah, it was right at 90 amps. And so when you pull this is called a dense connector. When you pull this, well, that's not good. No, it's all right. There's no power. Sorry. When you pull this out, it's running because if it sees, if something wants the current, it's going to idle up and go. It's at 3,600 RPM. When you pull this out and it's at 90 amps, you ought to see the friggin' spark. It's laying power to that thing. So I'm going to put all the caps back on, wash it up, clean it up a little bit, and set it over out of the way a little bit. Because I got to admit, guys, it's still a bomb. I mean, if it's bubbling, yeah, there's a problem right there. We lost a little bit right there. It went from, oh, see, it's trying, oh no, maybe not. Might not, it might not take. I'm not saying it works every time. I've done what I remember. I mean, maybe I don't want to go much more. Again, you're pouring 18.5 volts at 90 amps. You are laying the power to this thing. I mean, it was a rolling boil. Boiling sulfuric acid, I think it was. Yeah, you're boiling it. So, and you can smell it. Like I said, all my smoking materials are inside. I turned off all the lights in the garage. My Zippos are, I'm not kidding, guys. This is dangerous. But nobody's died yet. I mean, I'm the guy that runs around with a cast iron pan full of bacon in one hand, scissors in the other, naked around the house. I'm going to be right back. There you go. If you can see that. I said a flogger, right? That's my flogger. $80 flogger. It's a hammer. My big hammer. $80 flogger holder, right? I hit it real hard just to make sure it wouldn't break off. It's burned in. Let's say it's burned in pretty hard. So we got our little holders. Found this thing I had, and everything. Oh, well, that worked out nice. Everything here I had in stock. I didn't have to go buy anything. I don't know what I was going to do something with these pins. These are friction pins for a Komatsu loader. If you can imagine, there's an adapter called an adapter on your bucket. You slide this over the adapter. There's a a certain size of hole in here. Drive that in with a hammer, and that friction pin holds this in. This actually moves on the bucket, but this does not move in the adapter. You guys are like, why do you got that thing out for? What do you can do with that? Well, bad news. I was all excited. My saw blade has the wrong arbor, so that's going back. Get a different one. This is receiver. I don't know what you call this stuff. What do you call? Oh my God. This goes in their receiver on your pickup truck or car or whatever you got, receiver. Let me see if I can show you. It's that. If that makes sense, that's that tube right there. This is just a test thing. I just throw this little thing. I'm out of those pins, so I made a little pin just so I can move the welder up here. But that's the material right there. Had the saw blade worked, I would have sawed this off. I actually drill the holes first. This is my test bit device. You test this. This is true 5/8, if that makes sense. And then I'm actually going to make a guy, I'm going to fit that in there. I'm going to make a receiver hitch cover out of that. And when you're all done, I mean, ideally, you can take it, sandblast it, and you could either just spray bomb it or, I mean, I did one for a guy. He had it powder coated. It looks really nice. Still driving around with it. You have to, when you do these, you have to lock them to the pickup. These will get gone. I'll show you one I built. Sorry for the horrible thing. No smoking, by the way. Oh, I checked that just a minute ago. Let's see, where are we at here? Yeah, I don't know. Not sure, but it's still bubbling. I'll get that closed up and put it away. And I'll show you one that I made. Everybody loves this thing. I don't have a lock on it yet, so I'm kind of careful when I go out and about. I took this gear out of a machine, and then that's the idea right there. I had that piece of, it's a piece of 1/2 inch I had. I just blazed that off. It wasn't perfect. It's not, but from this side it looks pretty good. That gear and the hitch and everything, I think, is about 77 pounds. I had this in electroless nickel plated by a guy here in town. And, that'll shine up, little steel wool, because we had rain last night. This shines up. But that's basically a finish you put on pistols, electroless nickel. I did a great job on it. You have to clean it. The problem with electroless nickel is it has content that will rust. But, yeah, I make those once in a while for people. I make, cool shit. Just little projects. Because if you can, sometimes it's more fun just to build something than to get on Jeff Bezos and give him your money and have some Chinese kid stand in a puddle of acid all day long and build something for you. I know a lot of the things I do are more expensive than I just buy one on Amazon, right? Well, case in point, I got a little project here I'm doing for my daughter-in-law. I'm making her a little grill top, right? So I go buy some steel. I'm not done with this. I'll get this cleaned up and season it. But that's a grill cover. So she can make pancakes and, I've tried to do scrambled eggs on my grill. It doesn't work for me. I actually tried to do pancakes and waffles one day. It just all falls in the fire. So I made this. I got this one piece I got to fit in the front. Took a piece of... that's either 10 or 11 gauge. It's tough. Thing weighs right now 14.5 pounds. But when I get all done, I'll get it all cleaned up, shined up and everything. I got the scale off with vinegar, took it out, pressure washed it and whatnot, and then just let it air dry so it catches some rust. Next time I do it, I'll do the vinegar on it, get everything cleaned up. This vinegar just works for me, right? It just works. Clean that up, fit that up, get all the rust out, and then heat the oven up to 350, spray it down or wipe it down with your favorite oil, and put it in the oven for an hour, and it'll season itself up. It's carbon. It's just like a wok. You can get these to season. It takes 3 tries. And I'll have a nice little grill cover to give her. Nice little thing. And that's kind of where we're at right now. It's called Built Not Made, guys. Or Built Not Bought. Sorry about that. So, I mean, God didn't give me all these tools just to, you know, give Jeff Bezos my money. I get it. I get it. Bezos got my money on that. I get it. I get it. But, you know, you do what you do out here, guys. But when you do it, be safe about it. I sometimes joke and laugh about it, but I don't want anybody hurt, man. I swear to God, I don't want anybody to try something that, if you're not comfortable, don't do it. If you don't have fire extinguishers, don't do this in the garage. You know, I mean, and like I said, I'm taking care of myself out here. Bucket of water, fire extinguisher. I was peeking around the corner with my welding helmet on when I had it up to 90 amps. I was peeking around the corner. I was like, oh my God, man, this thing's... And you could see the steam coming. And that steam is acid. It's a hydrogen bomb. It's ready to kill somebody. Don't want anybody to get hurt out there. Have some fun. Go out and meet new people. What a beautiful day. Maybe the politicians are right. Maybe they're going to make it cooler in Tucson. We'll see you next time on Hilux Radio. Don't hit, don't steal, man. Practice the golden rule. Come up with an idea, man. Let me know what you want. I'll build it. I don't care. I have nothing but time.